Well, an American dream turned into a nightmare. That's how a man describes his fight to stay in the U.S.
And that fight dates back years. Ibrahim Parlak has the support of his community and several politicians, but there's been no resolution. WSBT 22's Patrick Roth is at the live desk right now. And Patrick, things may have reached a very critical turning point here.
Yeah, Jennifer, for the past few years, Parlak has had to check in with the Department of Immigration, and usually it's a simple process that takes about 5 minutes and is done once a year. But this year, they asked him to come back on November 3rd, and yesterday, officials canceled that appointment. Now, he and his lawyers are trying to figure out what that means. It's a small restaurant in southwest Michigan, but for more than a decade, its owner has been fighting a battle to stay in this country.
Every time when the phone rings, I don't know who that's going to be. And I don't know when I'm going to be handcuffed. And nobody should live like that.
Parlak has been living in the United States for nearly 25 years. He was granted political asylum back in 1991, and he had a green card and was actually on his way to becoming a U.S. citizen.
The only thing I didn't do, I didn't raise my hand and swear, and that was it. I passed the exam, and that's where it stopped.
That was also after 9/11, when the federal government accused him of having had ties to a Kurdish terrorist group. He denied that charge, but was put in jail for 10 months. And eventually, a federal judge declared his imprisonment unconstitutional.
Homeland Security knows that I'm not a danger to the country. Homeland Security knows that I am contributing to the community. Homeland Security knows that I have not asked government anything other than just let me breathe free air.
Congressman Fred Upton and former Senator Carl Levin have asked Parlak to be allowed to stay in the country. But for now, he has to live with the knowledge that at any time, he could be deported.
There should be an end somewhere to this. Why my daughter have to suffer through this, cry for weeks and not knowing what's going to happen to her dad tomorrow.
One of the many complicated parts of this story is that Turkey, the country he's originally from, has revoked his citizenship. So that means he does not have proof of citizenship anywhere, and immigration officials want him to produce some sort of passport. He has applied for citizenship and a passport with more than 80 different nations, but he has been turned down. Now, Patrick is working on much more with this story, including what some politicians are trying to do to keep him here, and he'll have that part of the story tonight at 6.
Thanks a lot. For years, Ibrahim Parlak has fought to stay in the U.S., but now he thinks things may have reached a critical turning point. WSBT 22's Patrick Roth is at the live desk right now. And Patrick, this has been going on for more than a decade now.
Yeah, Rick, he's had the support of a lot of people in the community and several prominent politicians, including Congressman Fred Upton and former Senator Carl Levin, but there's been no resolution yet. Now, the most recent development came back in September when Parlak had what is normally a routine check-in with immigration officials in Detroit. What is unusual is that they asked him to come back on November 3rd, and yesterday they canceled that. Now, right now, he and his lawyers are trying to figure out what that means exactly, but he says that there needs to be some sort of resolution to this.
Why shouldn't I be free or live the American dream as it should be? And why my American dream have to turn into a nightmare?
Now, we just got a statement from Congressman Upton, who says he's been working closely with numerous federal agencies on this case. And he also says he has once again introduced private legislation that would let Parlak stay in this country as a legal resident with his family. And on Sunday, there will be a potluck dinner and rally for Ibrahim at his restaurant. We have more details about that up on our website at WSBT.com. At the live desk, Patrick Roth, WSBT 22 News.